As I couldn't find much information on the process for ordering a Tesla through a business contract hire, I thought I'd make this video and explain the process to you as quickly as I can. Hopefully this step-by-step guide will take you from the start all the way through to the end of the process and clear up any uncertainties, doubts or worries that you may have. So firstly, you're going to want to go to the Tesla online configurator and configure your vehicle. The next thing you need to decide on is the mileage and the term of the lease that you're happy to go for. And if you want an easy way to compare leasing deals, I've got a spreadsheet I talk about in another video, which I will link to now. That will allow you to put in the different costs and the deposits and the mileage, etc. You can just plug in your own leasing deals from ALD or from anywhere else, and you'll be able to compare the offers. When it finally comes to pulling the trigger and ordering your Tesla, don't forget to use a referral code. I know plenty of times you'll have been onto the actual website, configured your Tesla, the ideal model and spec. Just this time, don't forget to go via a referral link. If you don't have a referral code, feel free to use mine. We'll both get 1,000 supercharger miles and that would be much appreciated. So at this stage, all you have to do to secure your Tesla is pay a £100 deposit, which you'll likely pay on a business card, seeing as it's going to be for a business contract hire. You should receive a confirmation email with a receipt for the £100 deposit and a little hedgehog celebrating on the order confirmation screen too. So the next thing you'll do is just wait, like a kid waiting for Christmas Day to come, and that could take anything from a few weeks to a few months for them to allocate you a car from the stock. For me, one magical day I got the text saying that a car has been allocated and that there's a number of steps in my online account that I need to go online to and fill in the details for. At this point you can ring Tesla and you can find out your vehicle identification number, your VIN, and your registration number as well. And if you really want to track your Tesla delivery very closely, what you can do is call Tesla and actually find out what ship your Tesla is on, what container ship, and then you can track that as it transports your Tesla all the way across the oceans to good old Blighty. So at this point, you can still change over your leasing provider. You don't have to stick with Tesla's preferred finance provider, which is ALD at the time of recording. But for me, they just weren't cheap enough to warrant adding a middleman into the transaction, so I just stuck with ALD. Next thing to do will be to either email or call Tesla to get a formal ALD quotation sent out to you. You can still get a range of quotes from them in terms of the duration of the lease and also the mileage that you're going to select. In terms of excess mileage, if you go over the stated mileage that you've agreed, then there'll be an excess charge per mile, which at the time of recording was 10.83 pence plus VAT per mile. However, what I didn't expect is if you go under the mileage, then you will also be credited at a rate of 8.12p per mile, so you don't actually have to be that spot on with your calculations. So once you've settled on your mileage and term, then you'll want to tell Tesla and they're going to send you out a ALD application form. All this is done electronically, including the final contract hire. It's all done via PDFs and via a signing platform like HelloSign. Even though I was paying a 12-month deposit myself personally, we're still concerned that they may reject my business for some reason. I know generally they like the businesses to be over 3 years old and been running, at profit during that time. And I waited for 5 business days, but I didn't hear anything. And eventually I called Tesla and they just checked on the system and said, yep, you've been approved, it's no problem. Which is a little strange because I never got an email saying you have been approved from ALD or from Tesla. And then the full contract hire agreement will be sent out for your review and signature. Then once you've signed that agreement, all you've got to do is just sit back and wait for collection day. Now I was picking my Tesla up on a Monday and on the Friday afternoon, so I assume it's one business day beforehand. They just gave me a call to check that everything's okay with the collection day, and I'm going to be turning up on that time, which was absolutely fine. But when I saw it was Tesla calling, I did have a mild panic that they are going to either postpone the collection or there was some issue with the car, but fortunately not, and everything went smooth from there. So with Tesla, you will get a 14-day return period where you can return the car for any reason whatsoever. Now, something I didn't expect really in terms of the financials was I was paying a 12-month deposit for the car, and I'd expect that to be taken before you go down and collect your car. At this point, I'd only paid £100, and as such, it felt a little strange to me that I was driving away a 50 grand car, having paid just £100, and they hadn't taken any deposit or anything like that. At the time of recording, they've still not taken a deposit, but I think they wait until after the 14 7-day period before they take that first payment. Finally, just so you know, it only took 5 or 10 minutes for the car to show in my app, and everything was all hunky-dory and registered, you know, within a few minutes of me inspecting the car and signing it off. So I hope this helps clarify the business contract hire journey and what you can expect at each stage. And don't forget to use a referral code when you pull the trigger on your actual order. Whether it's mine or somebody else's, you just want to make sure that you're going to get your 1,000 supercharger miles. So I'll see you in the next video, which will be the next step in the process, which will be the collection of the Tesla itself, what to do on the actual collection day, what to expect, how to inspect your Tesla, all that good stuff. So I'll see you in the next video.